Welcome back to my video, everybody. How's it going? It's currently 8 o'clock at night. It's Saturday, March 26th, and I am sharing with you guys my 37-day challenge video. I'm just gonna be going over what I made in the 37-day challenge, my expenses, the hours that I worked with my active hours, all that good stuff. So it was a 37-day challenge. That means I worked 37 days straight, no days off, and I worked around 10 to 12 hours a day. So before I get into all the numbers, I just want to let you guys know that it's an average of around 11 hours per day. Sometimes I stayed out 12 hours. Sometimes I stayed out for 10 hours. We're just going to, for the sake of this video, we're going to say 11 hours per day, okay? So, and I'm gonna screen record and show you guys what I'm looking at. I have notes too, but I'm gonna go ahead and screen record so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so my 37-day challenge started after the Super Bowl, which was February 14th. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my earnings from February 14th through 20th and all the way until my 37th day when I stopped working consecutively. All right, so my first week I made $14.12. It's loading. There we go. So $14.12, 37 hours, 36 minutes, all the batches. That's my total earnings for those 7 days. Pretty good week, right? The next week, $15.91. All right, so we have 39 hours, 21 minutes, all 7 days there. And the next week, it was, Wi-Fi so slow, $18.04, 45 hours and a half, all 7 days there. And I'm just showing you guys my earnings per week so you guys can have some visual evidence. So you guys know I'm not just talking, just saying random numbers. March 7th through the 13th, I worked, I made $13.94, 37 hours, 40 minutes. Remember, this is active time, guys. I'm gonna go into that in greater detail. But yeah, so this week, March 7th through 13th, $13.94, 37 hours, 40 minutes. You see the miles, you see the amount of batches that I did. And March 14th through March 20th, I made $13.11, 37 hours, 49 minutes active. It was a whatever week. And current week, it's only gonna be for the first 2 days because I took Wednesday off. Wednesday was my 38th day, so that's gonna cut the streak. So it was 160 plus 158, and I did the math. It was $319. All right, and I was at 12 hours active with those 2 days. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the screen record before I drain my battery. All right, so if you add up all the earnings, and I already did all the notes so you guys don't have to figure it out and pull out your calculator and all that good stuff. So here we go. The total amount that I made was $7,503.45. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the total that I calculate for preparing for taxes. Now I'm a disclaimer. I'm not a professional tax person, so don't take my word for it. I'm going off what my tax lady told me. She told me that I should take out 28% of my earnings. So I went ahead and I multiplied 28% by my $7,500 that I made, which came out to be $2,197. I subtracted the exact amount, and that led me to be at $5,402.48. My total gas expense was around $240. It was $207, but I strongly believe that I missed the receipt. So $207 is what I have down here, which was $5,195.48, and that is my 37-day challenge totals after my gas expense, after my estimated tax. Now let's go into the hours side, because this is the part where you guys aren't going to believe. So my hours, I already went over the hours of each week with you guys when I was screen recording, but my total active hours was 209 active hours, okay, in 37 days. That's active hours. If we go ahead and multiply 37 days by 11 hours per day, remember that's the average. And I have proof. I have friends, even my wife could vouch for me. She's right here doing some homework. It was her idea that I was in here, by the way, not my idea. But 37 by 11 hours per day, because that was my average. Remember, I worked some more, some less. Average, median, 11 hours per day. 407 total hours. All right, so obviously that doesn't seem believable, but if you multiply 37 by 11, that's 407. 407 total hours, give or take, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but that's a lot of downtime. And obviously I could combat that waiting time with DoorDash and Grubhub and all the other apps, but I'm on the wait list with several of them. And that's a whole nother video that I will be making in the future. All right, so total batches in the 37 days, it was 266 batches. That's not including the orders, that's just straight batches. So yeah, and my total miles, 1,307, all right? So 1307, mind you, I am driving a 2015 Toyota Prius. So my average gas price right now is around 40 to 45 bucks. I was paying like 30 to 35 before the whole gas prices and all that. So now let me recap all of this. So I made 5,200 after my 28% that I pulled out for the self-employment tax, the state income tax, federal income tax, all that stuff, right? Just to be prepared. So if you go ahead, and for me, I like to go off of total hours from when I leave the house and when I get home. Now remember, I live around 10 minutes away from my store. So 10 minutes isn't really gonna hurt me if I don't count it, if I do count it, whatever. But I count it from when I leave the house to when I get back. That's just how I do it, because I turn on the app when I leave the house, I turn off the app when I get home. So if we go ahead and we do let's do active hours first. 209, sorry. Let's do 5195.48. That is my total amount that I made after my 28% and after my gas price. You multiply that, you divide that by 209, and it's 24.8, rounded up, $25 an hour, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. However, let's do the same exact thing, 5195.48. You divide that by 407 hours, it's $12 an hour. We can round it up, 12.7, $13 an hour. So I'm pretty much working for $13 an hour within this 37-day challenge now. But I'm just sharing with you guys my 37-day challenge, and I'm being real with you guys. But let's go ahead and dig a little deeper here, because this is what Instacart wants to show you. So 7,500, $3.45. That is the amount that I made total, not including the subtraction of gas price and my 28% that I pull out, because we all got to do our taxes, believe it or not. 7,503. Now you go ahead and divide this by 209 active hours, and it becomes 35.9. We can round it up. Let's say 36 an hour. That's amazing, right? Let's go even deeper. 7,503.45, and you divide that by the total hours, 407 equals, oh, I did that wrong. 7,503.45 divided by 407 equals 18.4. So I'm making around 18.4 So around $18.50 when it comes to total hours. Now, that's still okay. It's not great. After I pull out the 28%, I'm making around $13 an hour, and the numbers look good. But all the hours out there, the consecutive days of work, the long hours of waiting in between batches, it all adds up, and you know, it is what it is. But anyways, this was my 37-day challenge video, and I was very excited to put this out. It was supposed to be a 30-day challenge, but I wanted to keep working, and I was gonna go for 40, but I actually had to take a day off to get things done. But yeah, and another recap of this whole thing is, with all the hours that I put out, as far as total and active hours, I believe personally that these numbers are really bad. Just from what I'm used to, I used to work 5 days a week, 6 hours, 7 hours a day, and I would just 250 a day, 220 a day, 200 a day. Now I'm barely breaking 150. I'll have a couple 250s. I'll have an occasional 300 in there. But this is just the reality of it. And a lot of people are lying out there on YouTube. They're not showing exactly what they're truly making and their true hours that they're spending and their gas prices. I'm laying it all out on the table for you guys. So anyways, if you made it this far through the video, if you can do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up, if you could subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you can click the notification bell, that way you're notified every single time I drop a video. And for now, I'm out. I'm gonna be recording for you guys tomorrow. Peace.